Lisa, come on down. Good to see you. So excited you can make it. Have us come over here. We'll let you chat. And we thought we'd put up that wonderful Facebook page. Lisa, I think we met at Wake Tech, I believe. And how many did you have fans at the time?
5,000.
5,000 fans. And now you have 34,000 fans.
Yeah.
So real excited to have you come and just share a little bit with the group what you've learned and what occurred, and this is a chance to ask. She's one of our many superheroes, and one of my greatest. I'm a great fan of you because I had a small part to play in it. Based on just putting an engine on a brilliant artist and creator. So I'll let you introduce yourself and tell them a little bit.
Okay, thank you, Martin. I'm Lisa Archer, and my business is Pickle Pie Designs. I think you learned a little bit from Ken, and I'm so sorry I missed his presentation because he has to watch me talk all the time, and I'm always nervous, and I wanted my chance to watch him be nervous for once.
He was.
Did you record that?
Yes, actually we did.
So 3 or 4 years ago, I took a class Martin gave at the Small Business Center on Facebook, and I had 5,000 fans, which I thought was excellent, which I still think is a really big number, and was talking to Martin about, I think he pulled my Facebook up in front of the class, and he said, well, just put your picture up there, do some personal posts. And I started working on that. I put my picture up. I would take a picture of my cat sleeping on my sewing machine and post it. Silly little things like that really made my customers interact with me. And I realized my customer demographic is women ages 35 to 75 who sew. So I thought the more I can connect with them around the things that they like, sewing and home sort of things, the more fans I could grow. And so I just kind of, from there, built up my Facebook page. I have a good Pinterest page, and last year I was contacted by a publisher who liked my social media following and my style, and they needed somebody to write a book on machine embroidery, and that's my expertise. So my book just came out this year.
Woo!
And it literally took a full year of working 50, 60 hours. And at that point, I said, Ken, you've got to do Facebook. Can't keep up with it anymore. But it's been really good to have a social media following, not only for business, getting extra business and consumers, but other companies that want to work with me, like the publisher. I'm also a spokesperson for Bernina, which is the #1 premium brand of sewing machines in the world. And that's grown my business exponentially. So.
Do you have any book events or classes that you teach?
I don't teach a lot of classes. I'm a single mom, and it's hard for me to travel. I do International Quilt Market, which is a trade-only show, and I've done some book signings there. I do have a 3-day retreat in Fort Lauderdale that I'm doing in December, and I get asked to do a lot of classes, which is just not something I can commit to.
Well, I want to ask one question of the class, looking back on the social media class, what are a few things that were takeaways that really helped with the business?
I think definitely video and posting. At that point, posting pictures really got you a lot of Facebook interaction, and the algorithms were in your favor when you're posting photos. So I think I took that away, that I can't just do
Can't just do text.
And
also, personalization was, to me, the huge thing.
Exactly. And also learning who my customers were and exactly what kind of things I could post that they would interact with. Because the more they interact with you on the post, the more the post is shown and that sort of thing.
So doing a deep dive into the personas of your customers and building them up is real important.
Exactly.
Right? Excellent, excellent. That's fantastic. Let's get some other questions.
I see you have a lot of Facebook followers, and it may fit your demographic pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But how much are you doing on Instagram and Snapchat? Are you going to do any of that?
Instagram occasionally when we're at a show, but my followers aren't there.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that we looked at was the Google Analytics, or somebody does, where the age group that we deal with are mostly almost all on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or what was the other one?
Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Pinterest, yeah.
So
Well, that
that's,
makes
that's,
sense. Yeah.
like LinkedIn, it's worthwhile to get something on LinkedIn, but it's probably not where our people
Yeah.
are.
No, that makes sense.
And for sales, the number one thing that gets us sales are our email newsletters. So using our social media accounts to drive signups on our email newsletter has been.
That was something we really brought up in the class, was the importance of the news. Don't underestimate the importance of an email list and building that. You really build up that. And what do you use for the email currently?
MailChimp.
MailChimp? Really? So you're still using MailChimp?
And we do have a sign up on that
Fantastic.
website down the page. I think we have a
Excellent.
sign up.
So you've accomplished the book. This is beautiful.
And you know what, I also, I did some online seminar on branding your book. So what I did a couple of weeks ago, I set up a Facebook group, a private exclusive group, and I advertised it for the book. If you buy the book from me, you get a signed copy and you get invited to this exclusive Facebook group. And so every week we're taking, it's machine embroidery is what I do.
Right,
I don't know how
right,
much
you
he's told
did.
you, but there are 11 projects in the book. So on the group, I'm telling every week we're doing a group stitch along. We're gonna have photos. Our team will be there live, and people are loving it. And I think that's building brand loyalty as well.
Yeah.
And once we're a month or two into the group, I'm going to start asking people, please put your honest reviews on Amazon
Good.
for my book, because I think
Good.
the more reviews you have on Amazon, the more Amazon shows your
Yeah, no,
book and
absolutely.
results.
So that'd be excellent. My excitement is just, I watched you, bringing your daughter along to meetings and juggling it all, and starting with Wake Tech that offered a free class and finding this out, and just relentlessly getting the web person that worked and getting the web person that didn't, and getting the employees that worked and didn't, and just the ongoing entrepreneur battle of moving this forward and asking, what does it take? And I think that's so exciting. So hopefully we'll keep you involved, and maybe we'll get you back sometime to speak to another group. And really appreciate you coming this time, and thanks for trusting enough to put another member of the team through the class too. So please give her a round of applause. Also, if you're willing to be happy to just like her page, and you never know if you have a friend that also does it. How else can we support you? Just share the word of it, right?
Send meals.
Send meals,
Yeah.
right? Come in
I don't
and
have
cook
time
and
to cook.
clean, right? Cook and clean. Come to my house and clean. So, excellent. Great. Thanks again. Great.